And wherever your loyalties may lie in this match, everyone will share pleasure in welcoming back Jimmy Greenoff, who was told earlier this season that his career was at an end.
12 months out of the game. Last time I played almost was against Liverpool. I scored a good goal against them. I just hope to repeat it again today. So I know how much it means to these fans. They just love to see it going into the back of the net. That's what they used to over all the years. I just hope it's another Roy the Rovers goal today.
And Sammy McIlroy's suspension after being sent off on Wednesday means that Lou Macari drops back into Manchester United's midfield today with Jimmy Greenoff in attack. But no problems for Liverpool. They kick off with the same lineup that began the season back in August and has been disturbed only for the occasional injury ever since. Liverpool then in their change strip, white shirts, black shorts, attacking the Stretford end goal to our left in the first half of the game, which could well settle the championship. Answer the first touch for Ray Clements. And after a lovely sunny morning, it's grey and overcast at Old Trafford. Pitch soft enough to take a stud. But a good day for playing football. Alan Kennedy long forward towards Dalglish, but McQueen beats him. Dalglish. McDermott could shoot here. And Casey's shot deflected by Buchan. But Liverpool making the first real opening of the game. Casey's shot, well blocked by Buchan. Bailey also covering it. Phil Thompson has arrived again as the corner is swung wide to Neal. Offside is given again, and that time it was Thompson who was caught coming out. Wilkins. And Wilkins' pass cut out by Ray Kennedy, and this could be dangerous for Manchester United. Dalglish. McQueen had seen the danger and got across to cut out Dalglish. Dalglish chipping it in, Ray Kennedy going for it, and so too was Nicol. Cool bit of play out of defence by Nicol, who'd run on hoping for a return pass on that far touchline, but it's case for Liverpool. Too high for Johnson. Still in play, says the linesman. Johnson facing Koppel. And crossing low, but Buchan puts it out for the corner. Once again, Phil Thompson marches up to the near post goal line. Dalglish with the corner. Punch not very far, and Thompson over the top. Bailey's punch was a little bit over the ball rather than under it. It didn't help it very far out. It's the punch coming, and he fisted it down a little bit, and Phil Thompson on the volley turns it over the top. Johnson turning it. McQueen for Manchester United. Kennedy. Dalglish and McQueen again, and McQueen has slipped, and Dalglish has a clear run at goal, and he scored. Once Gordon McQueen had slipped, the rest was formality. Kenny Dalglish gets his 20th goal of the season to put Liverpool in front. McQueen left on the seat of his pants, Dalglish squeezing it in by the near post. It's 1-0 to Liverpool, and we've been playing almost 15 minutes. Thomas seizing on a loose one from Souness, but gets Souness a real rollicking backing from his skipper. Mickey Thomas leapt on it, but shot wide. McQueen, Nicol, Koppel, Jordan, Koppel, and Alan Kennedy is in trouble. In comes Thomas. Clements has got the ball. No! Thomas has hooked it in. Well, the goal stemming from a very similar circumstance to Liverpool's opening goal, with a defender suddenly dropping out, and that allowed Koppel to play the cross. In came Thomas. It still looked as though Clements had got it, but just as he seemed to have it in his hands, Thomas recovered more quickly and stabbed it in. United in arrears for only 5 minutes. Terry McDermott feeling his shin. And Liverpool are going to make their substitution. Sammy Lee taking over from Alan Kennedy. They'll need a certain amount of reorganisation. Lee presumably will go into midfield. Koppel heads away. Greenoff intercepted by Ray Kennedy. United coming out for the offside. And although Hansen was doing the right thing, and indeed has been waved on by Pat Partridge, he will now score. Well, it wouldn't have mattered that, because the linesman had flagged Dalglish offside. Now the ground is in an absolute ferment here. There were about 6 Liverpool players in an offside position when Hansen played the ball forward. I think that he was waved on by Mr. Partridge, but this is where the offside was. Dalglish flagged offside. In any case, he put the ball outside the post. Johnson. Kennedy. And Lee was through quickly there. And will that go in? No, it's blocked, and it's a corner, but Lee had stolen through quite unnoticed there. Got himself into a good position, but couldn't turn the ball into the net. Lee getting away from his man. Bailey on his own here came out and blocked the shot at close range. Well, organising for Buchan to do. Fair amount of movement in the penalty area as Dalglish takes the corner and McQueen heads out. Then it's Case. Neal. Defenders coming out, and then Neal is fouled by Macari. Driven in quickly by Dalglish, but Bailey was alert. Kenny Dalglish attempting to seize the surprise advantage, but thwarted. Ray Kennedy. Johnson chasing, but Bailey had to head. It was the only option he had. If he'd stayed in his area, Johnson would have beaten him to the ball. And now Lee wins it from McQueen, and Johnson plays it very tamely wide. Johnson has found himself in a couple of very good positions and has wasted both of them. McQueen dallies here. Lee steals the ball from him, and Johnson here seemed almost to have too much time to think. Tried a chip and couldn't do it. Johnson. McQueen intercepts, and Jimmy Greenoff looks to me as though he may be in a little bit of trouble. McQueen meanwhile dribbling on and heading for goal. Still going. Hansen takes it away from him. Did he run it out? Crowd at that end thought so. Gordon McQueen thought so. I had my suspicions myself, but no whistle, so it wasn't out. There was a foul and a free kick to Liverpool. Buchan on Dalglish. The indication from Mr. Partridge is that Buchan had his arm hooked over Dalglish's shoulder. Bailey's right hand upright, covered by a five-man wall. Buchan just outside that picture. Played wide to Neil. And Neil in with the outside of the foot. Bailey clasps it after it had been knocked up in the air by Thomas. O'Neill, who'd come in on the wide side. So we're just coming up to half-time, and it may not have been a great first half, but you certainly couldn't complain about lack of incident. Neil. Buchan, Wilkins, Nicol. Jordan, Hansen for Liverpool. McDermott. Mr. Partridge checking his watch. And we're over the 45 minutes. Mr. Partridge says that will do for the first half. And so the league leaders and their nearest challengers go in at half-time with the position absolutely level. Kenny Dalglish putting Liverpool ahead after McQueen there behind him had slipped, and then Thomas squeezing one in to put Manchester United back on terms after Alan Kennedy had slipped. It's 1-1. There's more tense action to come. Back here at Old Trafford, Manchester United will attack the Stretford end goal in the second half. The scoreline at the moment favouring those who had it down as a banker score draw, but on the evidence of the 45 minutes before the interval, I think it's very difficult to say just what the outcome might be. Case. Liverpool's record at Old Trafford is good in recent years. They've won 3 and drawn 3 of their last 8 games here. McQueen now back to Bailey. Alderston just feeling an ankle, but he's all right. Buchan forward towards Jordan. Hansen. Makari. Koppel on the run, and that was well cut out by Neil when it was needed. Kennedy. McDermott had made the run and is onside. Johnson. McDermott going on into the middle. Lee unmarked over on this near side to us, but Johnson has run into trouble. Ball's gone to Souness, and Souness' shot is off the mark. McQueen. Koppel. Enough turning it. Wilkins looking for Jordan, who's free behind Case, and in goes Thomas, and off the line by Thompson. Thompson saved it with inches to spare, but it so nearly came off with Jordan stealing in behind Case, and then Thomas got a touch, and there were 2 of them there. Thompson got it away. Thomas with the corner. It's a good jump by Jordan. The ball has gone loose, and Lee wins it from Thomas. Wilkins. Jordan coming in. Offside is given, though. Defenders were coming out, and I think they may have had an anxious moment or two before they saw the flag going up to cancel out any threat from Joe Jordan. That was the ball through. Clements coming out off his line. Jordan bearing in purposefully on goal, then slipping it across, but the flag was well up by then. And off goes McQueen. He loves to run with the ball. Thomas crossing well. Jordan coming in, and Hansen won a very good header there. McQueen back in, and then it was out by Neil. Wilkins to Nicol. Blocked by Kennedy, Alan Hansen very much the hero there. Very difficult ball for him, and Jordan the sufferer. Wilkins to take Manchester United's corner. McQueen lurking just in the semicircle at the edge of the area there. Clements stays on the line, and the header has got in from Jordan. 2-1 to Manchester United. And Joe Jordan raises his arms to take the acclaim. And it was turned on, in fact, by Greenough, who got the deflection. Jimmy Greenough, the Roy of the Rovers goal that he talked about before the game. Well, what a comeback. His last full game of football for Manchester United's first team was against Chelsea just after the cup final last season. And now he comes back here, having had previously only 20 minutes as a substitute, and turns that ball in from Jordan's header. 2-1 to Manchester United. Wilkins, Jordan, and Jordan blocked down, but the referee waves them on with the advantage, and a marvellous save by Clements from Macari. That was goalkeeping of international class, all right. Macari had got in well, and it seemed a goal all over. Ball turned across here, hard, and down went Clements with a left hand from Macari. And Johnson going in with Orbiston leaning on him, and that's cleared off the line, and Dalglish's shot is blocked by McQueen. Buchan it was who got the ball off the line, and it looked there as though Liverpool were in for the equaliser. Still they apply the pressure. Souness headed away by Macari. Jordan, Macari bursting clear, Hansen in, and now Bailey will claim it. But so nearly then that Liverpool had the equaliser as Johnson burst in, cleared off the line by Buchan, and Dalglish's shot blocked by McQueen. So it's still 2-1 to Manchester United. Hansen got a toe to that. Jordan ahead. Wilkins' shot off the bar. Koppel could still be in here. Clements has it. And Ray Wilkins was so close to a spectacular goal then. So now it's Kennedy. Escapes at each end, and the game gets more and more exciting. And Dalglish now blocked by Thomas. Thomas still with him, and it'll be a corner. Meanwhile, we can see the shot from Wilkins that beat Clements, but was kept out by the crossbar. Nicol. Greenough. Koppel blocked by Neil. It's Manchester United's throw. Jordan. Koppel. Wilkins. And Souness intercepts, and Neil clears to Kennedy. Nicol getting in to challenge and win the ball, but Neil will win it back, I think. Yes, he's been fouled by Nicol. And Nicol can't do that. They'll have the free kick again. Nicol was about 6 inches away when the kick was taken. Kennedy. Hansen. 5 minutes still to go as Buchan climbs above Dalglish. And they're going to be called back for a free kick for that foul by Buchan on Dalglish. Wilkins and Macari beginning to form the wall. Thomas coming to join them, and Greenough. There are the 4 brave men. There's the angle for Case or Souness. There's Bailey on his line, or in fact a yard off it, as Case lets go the shot. There was a deflection, but over for a corner. Case, with that hammer of a right foot, really lets go. It, I think, flicked off the wall and only just over. Could so easily have gone in. Cross now with the corner, and Bailey has palmed it away, and now Wilkins has got it completely clear. Neil to take the throw to Thompson. Orbiston above Johnson for the header. 3.5 minutes remain. That may be a foul given. A chance for McDermott to cross one. Hansen is up in the penalty area this time. Thompson is going to join him as well. And Thompson and Kennedy are up looking for the header. Kennedy won it, but the only outcome for Liverpool is a Manchester United goal kick. And if the score stays like this, Manchester United's hopes of catching Liverpool will at least remain alive into the rest of the Easter programme. Nickel, 30 seconds to go. Koppel, Greenoff, offside. Will all pass time though, and that will suit Manchester United. The time that's being wasted is being checked by Mr. Partridge, who points very ostentatiously to his left wrist. And we are now going into injury time. Liverpool in possession. Neil playing it forward. Header by Buchan, so cool under pressure. Neil. Case. Jordan. Thomas. The time that's added on is only what Mr. Partridge judges to have been wasted. There have been virtually no injury stoppages in this half. Just a brief hold up when Thomas went down. Lee. Johnson. Dalglish. Souness. Neil coming in support. 5 men ahead of him. Kennedy. And Kennedy's tussle brings him out with the ball. Lee pulls it down, turns it across. Johnson is going in for the header, but it was got away. And that's the final thrust of the game. Manchester United keep the championship open thanks to the most romantic of comebacks. Joe Jordan's big smile, it was his header that made the goal for Jimmy Greenoff. So it's many happy returns on his birthday tomorrow for Manchester United manager Dave Sexton, but no happier return than that Jimmy Greenoff has made to First Division football today. Goals by Kenny Dalglish, equalised by Mickey Thomas, and then the winner by Greenoff. It's 2-1 to Manchester United.
I thought in the first half, we were, especially the first half an hour, we were a little bit apprehensive of Liverpool, you know, their reputation. And it wasn't really until just before half-time and then the second half that we, you know, got not stuck into them, but we played with a lot more, started to pressurise them a lot more convincingly.
And not many teams come from one behind against Liverpool.
No. And I thought Stevie Koppel and Mickey Thomas did tremendous for us in that respect, that they play with a lot of determination and dash, and they got their flanks going, so we were able to cause them some problems and get the ball into the penalty area.
I think there was plenty of goalmouth incidents in both halves for both teams, and we stuck them away, and then in the second half we could have had 3 or 4 goals.
Do you feel now that your championship chances
seriously alive still?
Well, it's definitely alive. It's just unfortunate there's not so many games to go, but anything can happen in football. You know, the pressure is on Liverpool now, and it's also on us. But I think if we had got beaten today, it was all over. But it's still there, and let's hope it is right to the end of the season.
Can I just cast your mind back to when the specialist said it was all over? What made you want to challenge that recommendation?
Well, the thing was, two specialists advised that I give the game up. But then when the boss let it out to the papers, the press, etc., he was feeling a little bit better. And so when all the lads came on to me, the pressmen, I said, oh, well, hold on a minute, you know, I've got a while to go yet before I see the final specialist. And by the time the final specialist came round, it was feeling tremendous. And he said, well, I'd like you to give it another go, and I wanted to give it another go.
But do you have to take it gently before you play?
No, I've been training very hard.